Hi, it's Robert Vernon, and welcome. I want to talk today about what you do when your business is failing. When business is gone, your revenue has dropped significantly, you're panicking, what do you do? If you've ever been in that situation, it's really uncomfortable. I've been in it, and I just about lost my mind. I lost revenue, I think about 80% overnight back in 2008 during that recession. And I honestly didn't know what to do. I had ramped up, I had expanded, I bought more equipment, I had more staff, and the rug was pulled out from under me. We just lost all this revenue, and the segment we were selling to was no longer buying what we were selling. And I didn't know what to do. I had so much debt. So through that, I've learned what to do when things go wrong. Now, right now, with the COVID situation, a lot of businesses have failed or are failing. I look just down the street where my office is, and I see so many businesses that are shuttered, restaurants and clothing stores and that sort of thing. It's really sad. What do you do when your business is failing? Well, I want to give you a few tips today to help you through that situation. If you're going through it right now, there's hope. And first of all, take a few deep breaths. It's really sad and horrible, but it's not a reflection on you. I mean, you are not your business, right? Your business is something that you have to provide for your family, perhaps as a challenge for building wealth or whatever, but it's not you. You are separate. So having said that, when you find yourself in the situation where a good chunk of your business is gone, or you're just not making enough to pay your bills, what do? Well, the first thing you have to do, you have to cut deep and quick. You have to look at all your expenses. Typically, your largest expense is payroll. So you need to really take a look at your payroll. Do you need all the staff you have? Can you go to cut hours? Can you go, instead of maybe paying people for 40 hours, have them come in for 30 so they can keep their jobs? What can you do creatively to reduce your payroll expense? So that's number one. Cut your payroll, and it's really painful. No one wants to do it, but you have to. It's part of being a business owner. You have to do these difficult things. So number one, cut your payroll as quick as possible. Number two, get with your landlord. If you have a lease, get with your landlord and see if you can renegotiate your rent. Most of the time they'll do that. They don't want you to, they would rather have you maybe paying less rent than having an empty space. So talk with your landlord and be honest about the situation. Number three, get with your vendors. So typically, businesses have trade debt and that sort of thing. See if you can restructure your debt with your trade vendors. Again, be just brutally honest and upfront, and oftentimes they'll help, because you know what? It's a partnership. They want you to succeed. They need your business as well. So do those three. The fourth thing I really recommend is going through your bank statement line by line and seeing if there's any unnecessary expenses you can get rid of. Oftentimes we sign up for things that we're billed for monthly, maybe $20 here, $50 here, $100 there. And if you have 10 or so of those hitting your bank account every month, it adds up. So go through line by line on your bank statement and see what you can get rid of as far as the recurring monthly expenses, okay? And also just take a look at any line item that you think you can get by without. And also, another thing you have to do is talk to yourself. Ask yourself, is this just a temporary blip, or is it going to be long term? If you look at some of the industries that have been really affected by COVID, trade shows, events, that sort of thing, travel, hotels, restaurants, clothing stores, retail, the list goes on and on. You look at your segment. Is it a blip? Is it going to come back, or do you think it's a permanent change? If it's a permanent change, that's a whole separate conversation, and we'll do a video on that later. But if it's going to come back, you need to just lay low, cut your expenses to the lowest possible levels, and write it out. Hopefully, you've got some money, you've got some cash to help you get through a rough spot. Hopefully, you've applied for the PPP. There should be a second PPP coming out. Hopefully, you got your EDIL loan back in the spring. and that's taking you through this rough spot. I hope you have cash, excuse me, to get you through this rough spot. If you don't, again, that's another discussion. You may have to borrow some money, or figure out some other way to restructure your debt to free up cash. But cash is king. Cash is the lifeblood of your business. You have to have it. So anyway, I hope that kind of helps frame it out. Cut deep, cut quick. Talk to your landlord. Talk to your trade partners. See if you can restructure the debt. Take a look at your business. Is this a blip, or is it a long-term, permanent change that you have to now really change your whole business model, right? Which is possible. That is possible. Hopefully now we're going to get a new president soon, and things will start calming down a little bit, and the vaccine will be rolled out. People will start spending money again. The stock market is up. People have a lot of optimism in what's coming. And it could be, after all this pent-up demand, that there's going to be a big boom. So that's very possible too. Money is cheap right now. It's available. If you have equity in your home, you can get a home equity line of credit to help you with your cash problems. But number one, reduce your expenses, really. And that's the best thing you can do, especially look at your payroll. I hope that helps. I know it's painful when you've lost revenue, lost business. It's a time of testing as a business owner and manager, and as a person too. But remember, you are not your business, okay? Your self-worth is not tied to the success of your business. You are a valuable person, and you need to remember that. And if your business is in trouble, and who knows, if it goes under, you have to switch to a different business, it's no reflection on you. You just pick yourself up and try again. You just keep going, right? And that's what we do. So anyway, I hope this helps, and all the best to you. This has been a real tough time with COVID and everything, and we'll all get through it. So have a great day. Thanks for listening.